I thought I'll talk to you about the pleasure. Yes, you heard it right. Pleasure. The pleasure of being disciplined. This sounds quite contrarian, right? I mean, we have known that discipline means pressure, not pleasure. Take a very simple thing. Take anything like typically spending. There are people who just can't stop themselves from spending. So you tell them, oh, why don't you make a budget? They say, no, budget is very difficult. I can't do it, right? So same thing for anything to achieve in life. I have done videos on this. Journaling is very important. So one part of journaling is to have the discipline. Now the discipline means first of all, so largely you think that not being disciplined is great fun. Sleep whenever you want, get up whenever you want, eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want, go out with friends, come home at 2 o'clock, sleep, get up at 8 o'clock. This is great fun, right? You've got a lot of money, you've retired, so you can do whatever you want. Maybe you can do it young because your parents are rich, right? So you think there is great pleasure in being indisciplined till you find the pleasure of discipline. So take a simple task, keep things in their proper place, right? Simple discipline, so that whenever you want it, whether it's your phone, whether it is your specs, whatever you want in life, keep it only in some fixed places. The amount of time that you save in searching for it, and the discipline of saying I know this is where it will be, is very great, and it's very stress relieving. So it is actually pleasure. Take a very simple thing. You go into a buffet and you see a lot of food there. You know what you should be eating and what you should not be eating. You want to eat more protein. You want to eat less carbs, less sugar, right? You want to do all that. Now, it takes some effort to be disciplined. So I'm traveling with a couple of people who are very disciplined in what they eat. I'm not disciplined. That brings me to my talk with Pattu. Of Free Fincal. I was just telling him the pleasures of giving up sugar, and he gave it up overnight. He said, oh, from tomorrow I will not have sugar. I'm unable to do that, right? So it is easy to say, give gyan on, oh, you must be disciplined, etc. But I'm disciplined on certain other things. With my savings and investment, I never had a problem being disciplined. So some people, and I am also convinced that you cannot carry discipline in one field to another very easily. It is an effort. So for me, where I did not require any disciplining for earning, spending, investing, I need a lot of disciplining in my eating. It is not that it automatically flows. I need to put in more. So start with something small, like I said, keeping things in place, or it would be eating food of a particular type, or having the discipline to fast on let's say an Ekadashi. Pick up any day. You want to do once a week, pick up every Saturday, or pick up every Monday, whatever suits you. Or you pick up every Ekadashi, that is twice a month, right? So any of these things if you can pick up, or you say, okay, I will not eat one particular type of food on certain days. I will not drink on Thursdays and Saturdays, or something like that. So whenever your friends call you out on a Saturday, you have to say, I will not drink, right? That is the discipline I put on myself. So start doing this in certain parts of your life, and you realize that you need discipline on a continuous basis. You can't be saying, oh, I'll be disciplined every Monday, or I'll be disciplined every Thursday. That doesn't happen. So what you eat is discipline. What time you go to bed is discipline. What exercise you do is discipline. Whether you want to go to a gym, whether you want to do cycling, whether you want to do running, all that is discipline. And the best thing about discipline is it very quickly tells you on your body. So let's say you are an older person, maybe in your 50s or 60s, and you have sugar, and you start giving up carbs, you start doing more exercise, and you find sugar coming down. Then the virtuous cycle starts. Your sugar comes down, you want to do more exercise, you do more exercise, your sugar comes down further, your BP is down, and suddenly you realize that discipline is helping you there. But let's say you're younger, even you will start seeing the effects of discipline. You will sleep at a particular time, you'll eat particular type of food. You say, okay, 7 p.m. is my dinner time, so I have dinner at 7, I sleep at 9:30. Sleeping at 9:30 is a fantastic discipline, because it means automatically your body will wake up at 4 a.m. Without any alarm or anything. So you set up that cycle and say, okay, 4 a.m. I can sit and do some work, maybe I can study, whatever. I mean, you go to bed at 9:30 with some good thoughts, read some good thoughts. If you don't know what to read, pick up Swami Vivekananda's books. read a page, read a few words, remember what he said, right? Use that. You know what happens is the best thoughts that you have just before you go to bed processes your mind, right? So that is another discipline. Last 15 minutes of my pre-sleep time I will use to read some book or read some thought or process some thought, so that I'm more at calm. Bring your heart rate down, and having gadgets which show what is your heart rate help. Don't get obsessed with it, but you suddenly see the discipline impact the discipline is having on your heart or everything, and then you realize that being disciplined may have been pressure, but soon it starts giving you pleasure. So that's why I'm calling this the pleasure of being disciplined and not the pressure of being disciplined. So start being disciplined about everything. Please also understand that the whole thing works together. So when somebody tells you, oh, I started running and my health improved, understand this. If you start running and you have a running group which runs at 6 a.m., it means you have to get up at least at 5:30, complete all your morning rituals, you wear your running sneakers and you start running. So to be able to run at 6, you have to get up at least at 5:30. To get up at 5:30, you have to sleep at least at 10:30, which means you're not going out evening pubbing with your friends, you're not drinking, you're not eating at 12 o'clock, you're eating at maybe 8, 7 o'clock, ideally maybe 6:30 or 7:30. So all that the whole discipline sets in. It is the discipline which is helping your health. It is not just running which is bringing down your blood pressure or your sugar, right? So the discipline of setting a regimen, because you're in a group, right? If you were to run on your own, then you would say, oh, today I'll run at 6:15, or today I'll run at 6:10, or I'll run at 5:45, any of these things. But if you're running in a group with 3 others and they tell you, okay, we will meet at this place at 6, which could be the gate of your building or any of those places, so which means you have to be there at 6, because they'll just leave without you. And if you start skipping or bunking, then say, oh, just ignore this guy, he doesn't come on time, and that's it. You're dropping out of the group. You don't want to be dropped out of the group. So again, your discipline is helping you. Your sugar is going down, your BP is going down for older people. Younger people, the pleasure of running in a group, etc., sets in. So again, the discipline has to be everywhere. What you eat, what you drink, whom you are running with, right? All these things matter. So every morning, if you have to run at 6, or if you have to, or you're saying you're preparing for a tournament and you want to start running at 5:30, just see how the whole virtuous cycle sets in and your health is improving, and the world tells you, oh, you've started looking better because of your running or because of your gymming. Please understand, everything has to work in tandem. You cannot say, I'm disciplined about my food, but I will not do any exercise. Or saying, I'm extremely particular about my exercise, but I will eat whatever I want. I'll sleep whenever I want. I'll get up whenever I want. It doesn't work that way. It has to be in tandem. So the discipline to go to bed at a particular time, the discipline to have good thoughts, the discipline to go to the gym, the discipline to eat right food, all this in combination start working. And believe me, the advantage is it starts showing on your health on a weekly basis. So 1 week into it, 3 days into it, 5 days into it, and your health parameters start improving. Start looking at them, start journaling your food journey, your change in food journey, your change in exercise journey. Journaling. I've been talking about journaling for a long time. So I'm a little lazy to connect you to it, but I have done a video on journaling for investments. So journaling for investment, journaling for food, journaling for exercise, journaling for lifestyle changes is everything. It is very useful to be journaling. Once you journal, it helps, and you start seeing the discipline, the impact of discipline, the impact of running, impact of gymming, impact of eating right. And just even while I'm talking to you, I can crave for sugar, right? So it is necessary to say no to your body, saying no sugar for today, no sugar for this week, no sugar Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or that's how you start. Slowly you build the discipline of running, discipline of gymming, and all those things. Start journaling, maintain that, and you will see the impact, and then you will really have the pleasure of discipline, pleasure of running, and all those things start kicking in, and life becomes much better. Thank you.